Hello, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. I am live and I'm ready to perform for all of you. So, I guess while people start arriving, I'm going to go over some artwork that was created with me and my mom. So the first one, which I think is interesting. Hold on one sec. Oh no, did I lose? Okay, here we go. I'm back. Sorry, guys. Here we go. And now the picture's not even loaded. What's happening here? What is happening here? Okay, here we go. So the first one is called Vegetable Minds. You see me, a brown-haired man, an Asian woman, a red-headed woman, and a blonde-haired woman. We're putting our vegetable minds together, and we're coming up with an artistic masterpiece. And obviously, we're the vegetable minds. We're putting our minds together, and we're creating an artistic masterpiece. This one is more narrative-driven. I'm thinking to myself, is this stranger wearing that striped shirt because of me? Everywhere I go, I feel people are undercover, either sent by Hollywood or nefarious gang stalkers. I feel like the center of the universe. Stop referencing me. I'm not a rich and famous celebrity. I'm just an unknown. Leave me alone. And Dr. Natural says, these are ideas of reference delusions. No one cares that you exist. It's pretty self-explanatory there. I'm going to go over my mother's green bunny from yesterday. The mom and dad, but especially the dad, say, bundle up. You're going to freeze your little Winky off if you go outside. It's a cold day outside. And Otto is told he's going to freeze his little Winky off if he goes outside. Otto says, little Winky means tiny penis. Are they calling me inadequate? And the dad says, it's just an expression my mom said to me. Stop being so sensitive. And Otto says to Dr. Natural, his psychiatrist, my parents act like my feelings are ridiculous. I'm going to go over another one I created today with my mother. My mother says, that reckless rock star is so self-destructive. I feel badly for him. Where was his support system? He suffered so much. And I say to myself, I think my mother is doing narcissistic baiting. She's speaking about the rock star as if he's me metaphorically. It's dog whistling. She's a sadist. And Dr. Natural says, this is an example of predicate logic and ideas of reference. She's talking about a rock star. The next one. I tell Squid, you look stupid with that mohawk, Squid. He's somebody I guess I work with. And Squid says, Andrew insulted me, so I'm going to secretly urinate in his sports drink. Dr. Natural says, watch out for people who go from 0% to 100% when angry. A nasty comment deserves a slap on the wrist as punishment, not overkill. And lastly, the green bunny from today. Otto is drinking a grape sports drink. He says, this grape sports drink is so yummy. This really is satisfying my thirst. Then he goes to the bathroom. For some reason, my poop is forest green. Do I have the plague? So he goes to the emergency room, the ER. Otto says, doctor, I think I'm sick and dying. My poop is green. And the doctor tells him in the ER, food dye in the sports drink turned your poop green. You can relax. So that's pretty self-explanatory. All right. So hello, Major of India, and hello, Taylor Time. How art thou? How art thou? That was some artwork that was created over the course of the past 2 days. La 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 la. Anybody want to talk about any interesting topics? I mean, we could talk about pro wrestling. CM Punk won the World Heavyweight Championship, and then Seth Rollins cashed in on him. We got 5 people in the house. Start throwing out some topics we can riff on here. It's too bad. I think a lot of people consider CM Punk to be a fan favorite and wanted to see him get a championship reign. But somebody says the Rollins cash-in was a good swerve. I mean, everybody kind of saw it coming. I mean, everybody kind of thought the injury was a work. But, yeah, it annoyed a lot of people, and it built a future feud between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. I think people wanted to see, CM Punk get his moment in the sunlight, but that's not what happened. Taylor Time says, I hate CM Punk and was happy he lost. Yeah, I'm a CM Punk fan, so Dead Cops says CM Punk is too old now. He gets carried in a lot of his matches. He's always been more about the game. Well, it's true. He's always been more of a talker and a charming personality and a character than, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. I mean, he is obviously older and not as athletic now, but he has the character to pull it off. Miru says, "You're done." I'm not done, Miru. I'm just heating up. I'm coming back. I'm coming back with a vengeance, Miru. I'm just starting this. Somebody says, "How are the persecutory thoughts these days?" I guess they're doing okay. What does doxed mean? Cobra asks, do you ever get scared you'll get doxed? What does doxed mean? Let's Google that. Let's Google what that word means. What does doxed mean? Publish private or identifying information on the internet. Yeah, I mean, with malicious intent. Yeah, I mean, I do obviously fear that. I do obviously fear getting doxed. Nobody wants that for the obvious reasons. Gigi or Gaga says, you doxed yourself when you post the postcard identifying where you lived. And when you said you received a raspberry bush. Fair enough. Somebody says you're in your garage on Google Maps. Actually, that's a true story. If you search, I think my parents were away when that photo was taken, and I went into the garage and I made a video. I am actually indeed in the garage making a video when Google Maps came around and took a picture of my house. That's a true story. Check it out, guys. Well, I mean, I'm not going to give out my address on the internet, but yeah, I was filming a garage video, and I hadn't a blessed clue I was getting photographed. I didn't even realize I was getting photographed. I remember when I was making those videos, though. I don't know exactly what video it was, but that's interesting. That's interesting. I guess look at the date it was taken and look at the videos that were created on that day, and you can narrow it down pretty easily. Somebody says, could it have been a rendition of Sadistic Puppet Master? I guess anything is possible, TB. Anything is possible. All right. La 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 la. Where should I go today? Where should I go? The sauce is here, and the sauce says, well, well, well. Well, 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 what? The sauce. What does that mean? La 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 la. All right. So do you think it doesn't even matter. I was gonna say, do you think my parents had nefarious intentions when it came to me in secret? But just toggle the switch to off. We've talked, just whatever. Get independent, get successful. We've said it over and over again. So some people, let's go back to wrestling. So tonight is John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Do you think they'll do a double turn? Do you think John Cena will turn babyface and Cody Rhodes will turn heel? Or do you think Cena's going to do the swerve and remain heel? I mean, I don't know what the swerve is, but what do you think? What do you think is going to happen here? Do you think Cena's going to remain heel and not turn babyface? TB asks, do you really think you could get independent? Surely that's a Joanne Greenberg idea. Somebody says, get independent at your age with your experience. What skills do you have, Andrew? Yeah, I guess I don't have, I don't know. I got some skills. I got some skills. Gigi says wrestling is older than Justin Bieber. Nobody's into wrestling in 2025, Gigi says. All right. Gigi says, I'm a little lazy. I'm a little lazy. I mean, if I'm motivated and I'm passionate about something, I work hard on something, I think. The sauce says, if I get independent, document it. Okay. I hear crickets outside. How appropriate, because this live stream, I don't really got a lot to talk about, so maybe I'll hit the bricks or the dusty trail here. Anybody got any questions? Or TB says, do you think your brother would let you live with him? And the answer to your question is probably not. I don't think my brother is going to take care of me once my mother and father pass away. So I got to work towards getting independent. I don't think counting on my brother is a good idea. The best way to be is self-sufficient. You need to take care of yourself. Somebody says, do you have any cousins, aunts, or uncles? I have no relationship with my cousins, aunts, or uncles, so I'm not going to be getting taken care of by them. Which is why I have to really work on taking care of myself. I have to be self-sufficient. Gigi says, you can be self-sufficient in the group home. I can use that as fodder to motivate me to come back with determination and make my life happen. TB asks, do your cousins, aunts, or uncles know any famous people like Taylor Swift or Lady Gaga? I suspect they do, but nobody has confirmed and corroborated that. I suspect they were secretly rich and hanging out with millionaires and billionaires, but that has not been corroborated by my mother, father, or stepfather. What makes me suspect it? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what evidence I have. I guess I'm coming to a feeling of conviction about something I'm imagining. I don't have any evidence confirming that. I'm just imagining it, and what I'm imagining is just becoming reality. There's no evidence. It's a delusion. It's just intuition. It's just pure intuition. And so that's a delusion. Yeah. So basically, if you don't know what a delusion is, you see, most people when they daydream, they know they're daydreaming. But me, because I had no self-esteem, I had no, pleasure in the real world, some people would say, wouldn't it be fun to be a famous movie star? And they know they're daydreaming, but they know they're not famous or they're not viral, and important people aren't watching them. But me, the line between fantasy and reality got blurred. So I often come to feelings of conviction about what I suspect to be true, my fantasies, my daydreams, and that's how delusions work, basically. So Mrs. It's going to be hard when he's 80 and a half and dead of natural causes. So Mrs. Ever think about taking proper medication for your delusions? I think with the catch it, check it, change the technique, I can manage it on my own. Because at the end of the day, I think when I really think about it, I know what is reality and I know what's fantasy that I'm coming to feeling of conviction about. Uh, you know, the delusions are like riding on water, meaning there's no evidence, there's vague memories, but things that are obviously reality is confirmed and cooperated by others. You have a memory of it, and things like that. So if I really think about it, I really know what reality is. Miru says he doesn't know what reality is. Yeah, he's done. No, you're wrong, Miru. I'm not done. I'm beginning. Miru says it's a write off. TV says, you saying he's a hopeless puddinhead, Miru? Gigi says, you are so done. Your whole reality is sitting in that house and yard. Somebody says, your mom is your whole world. Mirror says, it's over, bro. It's over. It's so over for you. TB asks, how are things with your mother and stepfather? Well, I'm rarely around them, but I guess okay. I mean, I just did artwork with my mother today, which was okay. We didn't fight today, so it was pleasant enough. Somebody says, I hear that Dale is making you walk on eggshells. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that he intimidates me and makes me walk on eggshells and scares me. I agree with that. Gigi says, be a man. Go to work. Don't do coloring with mommy. Somebody says, you're done. Go to work. Look for a lady. All right. TV says, I hear Dale eats 6 raw eggs for breakfast, then saves the shells to make you walk on them. The sauce asks, have you been a bad boy, Andrew, or a good boy? I'm always a good boy. I'm like Be Good Johnny by Men at Work. I'm a good boy. Gigi says, you're going to color until you're 70 and you'll never feel the touch of a lady. All right, that's a little harsh. Lighten up. Go easier on me. All right, where should I go? I mean, it's 5 p.m. and I don't want to walk around because I don't want to get sunburned. What can I do? I literally don't. I mean, I can go anywhere, but I don't even know where to go or what to do. Where can I go? I can go up on my father's. Miles says, for what it's worth, you did get over the delusions about, friends from years ago. Seems like you're more in control. Yeah, it seems like I'm getting more delusions about my parents recently. That's for sure. Gigi says, go for a walk and let's see Mark. We want to see Mark, your art class buddy. I want to see Mark. Oh, yeah, I'm sure more Mark and, the other art class friend videos will be coming. I plan on it. Maybe this weekend. I'll ask them if they want to come over this weekend. We'll see if they want to or not. But yeah, I plan to continue socializing with them. They're my good friends. No, Gigi says no. They're my wholesome good friends. They're not. They're not. We do. Oh, they're my wholesome and pure good friends. All right. Should I get a cup of coffee from Starbucks? I'm thinking about it. I haven't had much coffee today, which is actually a good thing. But it's about 5 p.m. and I didn't have much coffee today, which is a good thing. But it's like, since I didn't have much coffee today, I'm like, I should go and have some coffee. And I have a gift card to Starbucks for my birthday. I don't know. Should I go get a cold brew from Starbucks, or should I go easy on the caffeine? I probably should go easy on the caffeine. It's about 5 p.m. Taylor says, no, don't do that. Why would you do that? It's 5 p.m. The day is winding down. Why would you get all caffeinated? There's no reason to. It would just satisfy your manic side. Peter says coffee is the most addictive drug, or caffeine is. Yeah, I agree. Caffeine is pretty addicting. They call it the working man's heroin. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm definitely hooked on caffeine. I have a big glass in the morning. Yeah, maybe I won't get a cup of coffee today. Taylor says it seems like coffee drives your delusions. I agree with that. I usually get a lot of high emotion, and it usually makes my mind go haywire when I'm all caffeinated up. So I think I agree with that. I think I agree. Coffee definitely fuels delusions. Mayo says maybe go get a smoothie or something. There's probably a lot of. I could go to Tropical Smoothie Cafe, but there's probably a lot of sugar in this smoothie. Or I could get a decaffeinated frappuccino from Starbucks. I mean, that could work, but why? Why drink coffee if you're not having the caffeine? Somebody says you should switch to decaf. What's the point of decaf? What's the point of decaf? If you're having coffee, you might as well get caffeinated. Somebody says, if you like the taste, I mean, I like to taste the coffee, but I also like the caffeine jolt. So, somebody says, OMG caffeine, OMG caffeine. Yes, that's my epic joke. That's my stand-up comedy joke. Somebody says you could get some ice cream, or maybe you could get. Or somebody says, at least coffee's better than alcohol. Somebody says you could get a beer or a hard seltzer. And no, that's probably worse than coffee. Yeah, the beer and alcohol is worse than coffee. So somebody says you could get a milkshake from an ice cream shop. That's an idea. A lot of sugar, but something to think about. Something to think about. I could get a fierce grape Gatorade and turn my poop green. That's something I could do too. I could get a Gatorade and turn my poop green. So just get a salad bowl from somewhere. What restaurants nearby have salad? Yeah, maybe I'll get a salad. Maybe I'll get a salad. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Or maybe I'll go to Starbucks and get a nitro cold brew, a grande nitro cold brew. Gigi says, get a grape Gatorade. Drink it a lot of it, and turn your poop forest green, Andrew. Yeah, seriously. Let's Google that. Does grape Gatorade turn poop green? Yes, drinking grape-flavored Gatorade, which contains purple or blue food coloring, can cause green poop. This is because the blue dye in the drink can mix with the natural yellow-green color of bile in the digestive system, resulting in a greenish tint to the stool. So there you go. You learn something new every day. I've known that for a while, but it just happened again. Somebody at the gym offered me a free Gatorade, and I said, thank you so much. I picked up the Fierce Grape one, and I had green poop. Test it with other flavors. We could have the rainbow of colored poop. So he says, I liked your Little Winky song. Somebody says, can you do see, so many of my songs that are just one-offs, complete improv, and I can't redo it. I have to listen to it again. And that's an example of one. I have no idea how that song even goes. But I can listen to it and do another take soon. So we say, okay, I can load it up. Somebody wants the Little Winky song. Let's see if I found it. I don't know. It's actually it's short. It's short but sweet. Here we go. Let's see if I could fire it up for you guys. I go into gym locker rooms where there's a lot of naked men. They're all showing off their gigantic penises. But me, I got an itsy bitsy penis. Me, I got tiny genitals. I ask everyone, does anybody else have this problem? Going into a gym locker room, walking around, and everybody has a humongous penis, and your penis is small. They say, no, Andrew, that's a you problem. No, Andrew. Unfortunately for you, you got the itsy bitsy penis. You got tiny genitals. I feel inadequate. I feel badly that my penis is so tiny. Why can't I have big? Yeah. All right, so that I can try to redo that. I can try to do another take of that and really. I got the itsy bitsy penis. I go into gym locker rooms where there's a lot of naked men. Somebody says, "Can you call it a Little Winky?" Yes, I can do. I can redo that. I can certainly redo that tomorrow. Gigi asks, "How does that make you feel that you have a little winky?" I don't know. I mean, I don't care. I'm attractive enough. I mean, I'm not really, like, what am I supposed to do? You know? Okay, let me try to do a better take of that. I go into gym locker rooms where there's a lot of naked men. They're showing off their gigantic penises. But me, I'm inadequate. Me, I'm small. I got the little winky. I got the tiny penis. I am microscopic. I ask everyone, do you, when you go into gym locker rooms, feel inadequate, small, and tiny? Do you all have tiny penises and compared to everyone else? And they say, Andrew, that's a you problem. You have a little winky. You have a tiny penis. I go into gym locker rooms where there's a lot of naked men. They're showing off their gigantic penises. But me, in comparison, I'm small. I'm microscopic. I'm tiny. I got the little winky. I don't know, something like that. Hey, Mama. How you doing? You got dinner? Hey, where should I go? I'm on with the inpatient, so don't say anything too crazy. But where should I go? I'm kind of bored tonight. Should I go up by Dad's?
It's 5:00. You want to just break up the evening? Take a
Okay, I'll talk to you then, Mama. All right. Good timing from Christine. Yes, and interestingly enough, for dinner I have sausage. So I mean, I was thinking about little winkies and eating sausage. I don't know. So he says, no wonder he won't ever try to move out. Thanks to his mom, he won't ever lift a finger. So he says, what is your mother's opinion about your songs? I don't know. I've never really asked her. I don't know if she's proud of them or dislikes them. Somebody says, your mom seems to have strong opinions about everything. Yes, she does. She definitely does. She definitely has strong opinions. Mostly the cleaning crew cleans my apartment. Mostly the cleaning crew. I got cleaning ladies who come over and clean my apartment. Chiba says, damn, I wish I had cleaning ladies. Actually, yeah, I mean, somebody says, you're spoiled, Andrew. You're spoiled. Somebody asks, are they attractive? Not really. They're more maternal and motherly like. No, I don't think so. I'm not attracted to the cleaning ladies. Gigi says, do Cold Stone after. Get some ice cream. Certainly an idea. All right, guys, I think I'm going to get going. I appreciate you for watching. I've kind of run out of things to talk about. All right, peace out. I'll talk to you all again soon.